You know what, Tommy? You've actually triggered me, mate. We're
Yeah,
going to an
okay.
impromptu redacted. All right?
Oh, we're back, baby.
Here we go.
Let's go.
All
We're not
right.
wrapping this up.
All right, what's happening here? First
Okay.
of all right, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about this before, but now I'm onto something. How come no one else is making offers for Josh Giddey? I'm
Seriously.
sorry. Like, what team doesn't want him? Could the Raptors use him? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just even if it's just to make Chicago pay more money, why aren't people making offers? You know what I mean? We just saw Naz Reid get 5 years, and we've got Josh Giddey, a free agent, getting short, stingy offers from the Chicago Bulls. You know what? But here's what the redacted really is, all right? You know what? Double redacted.
Yeah.
Here's what's happening, all right? There is an anti-Australian bias in the NBA. I'm going there. All right? How about you put this shrimp on the barbie, mate? Where's Jock Landale? That man is a starting NBA center quality. He can stretch the floor. He can rebound. Sure, is he going to get demolished by Jokic? Sure, but you're not playing Jokic every time, all right? Look, the Lakers just signed Marcus Smart, and I'm being dead serious. Who would you want in your team right now in 2025? Washed up Marcus Smart or a fresh-faced Jock Landale and Josh Giddey? Okay? So, you know what? That's a double, triple redacted. As anti-Australian bias in the NBA, come at me. I know we're having the first NBA game in Australia down under, like, as part of the season this year, but you know what? There's an anti-Australian bias, and you heard it here first.
No, I'll just add another player into the mix there, Jack McVeigh. McTray, as he's known. Man is an absolute sniper. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's getting any minutes on whatever sorry team he's been put on. I just don't understand why there's this, like, complete... You know what? Actually, you've reminded me, mate. Do you remember when The Last Dance came out? And who did they omit from The Last Dance? Do you remember?
This is enough that it needs another redacted headline.
Luke Longley has long been absolutely scrubbed from those Bulls teams that won all those championships. And so much so, I don't know if you know this. I mean, we're locked in, obviously, to Australian basketball as advertised. The ABC, which is the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, they did their own, like, mini Last Dance where they got out Luke Longley from whatever, like, Margaret River back alley he's been living at the moment, growing cabbages. And they, like, sat him down and they did, like, a sort of, like, D-grade kind of, like, low-budget Last Dance. And he got out all these rings and talked about certain plays. I think they even got Michael Jordan in for a second. And, you know, they got him on the Zoom chat talking about how he's worth this and that. And he was such an integral part of the team. I mean, it just goes to show that this is a multi-decade effort by the NBA to just absolutely scrub the contributions that Australian players have made. Need I say more about Paddy Mills, who's been on the trading block for the last few years? That man has been centre to Spurs and the Nets. He was a bucket on both of those teams. The man is just, you know, an Indigenous Australian as well. He's just like trailblazer. And people just aren't giving him the credit. I think within Australia we do. Like, we're very proud. But in America, there's just a lack of respect put on those names. So,
and you know what? I think just to even add to this theory, just final button on this.
Yep.
Who's the Australian that they focus on the most, that they advertise the most?
Ben bloody Simmons.
Exactly. That's what they're trying to say about our game.
It feeds a narrative. Feeds a narrative, and it's just
covering my whole body in tinfoil, mate, because I don't want any of this.
Nah, I'm not taking it. Yeah, not a bar of it, mate. And I think that's a good place to wrap things up.
So, Tommy, did you have anything you wanted to leave our fans with at all?
Justice for Australian players. Please.
Justice for Joe Prunty.
Justice for Joe. And, you know, we'll see you in a few weeks for another episode. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. And as always, Finn. All right. Look, we're actually back. I know the episode's ended, but we had to come back because we realised there's actually a way bigger anti-Australian narrative going on. I didn't say it, Tommy. Do you just want to... I'm going to lob this up. You throw this down.
Dyson Daniels, absolutely robbed of Defensive Player of the Year. I don't even know why people were even... He was leading the league in steals. Mans was locking up 1 through 5. He's the only reason that Trey's actually got a chance of having a decent season this year, as we've previously said. And again, there's just been a disrespect. I've heard people on like ESPN, TNT, I've heard them kind of not even know who Dyson Daniels is. Like, they won't... They're kind of, like, he's a fringe player. Like, act like he's a fringe player. Ernie may have heard of him once because he's checking the stats, the score sheets. It's just you go, mate.
Well, I'm just gonna say, if you're Dyson with Dyson, you're Dyson with death, in my opinion. So, yeah, look, I think we just had to come back in to just add to another redacted to this heavily redacted podcast at this point. It's probably going to get bloody redacted by the NBA, I'll say that. But let's say that for another time.
If you don't hear from us,
you
know what's happened.
If you don't hear from us, you can play this sound in your head. And you'll know where we are. Somewhere at some undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Say, talking about Bradley Beal, probably. Anyway, Tommy, as always... Finn.
Finn, squared.